Hello, and welcome. If you take a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound, or Wegovy, and you wake up feeling nauseous, bloated, tired, or just not feeling like doing a whole lot, then this video is for you. Now, I know most people usually focus on the actual shot day, but I'm going to tell you there are some things that you can do that have a direct impact on the rest of your week after your injection. But 24 hours after your injection or your shot is where success or side effects are decided. Doing the wrong things after your injection day or shot day can contribute to you having a stall, your weight loss being slower than you might want it, and ultimately it can mess up your digestion and have you having not such a good week. I have been taking Mounjaro. I'm 2 years in, and this video has helped me, and I'm sure it is going to help you. So let's get started right away. 10 things you should do after your shot to have success. Take your fiber before your first meal. Now, let me say that again. Take your fiber before your first meal. So the day after your shot is when constipation or that slow digestion can start. Now, research tells us that you should use psyllium husk or chia seeds, and that will help get you going. Or some fiber gummies to help you. I happen to have both of those here. Here are the psyllium husk I use, the caps. And here are my fiber whale chews or gummies. So they have 5 grams of fiber. I'm going to take a couple of these right now. Take my 2 right now. You can also try some chia seeds. Chia seeds are great, or a greens powder. And I do use Bloom. If I get a chance to take a photo up, I'll put that up there. So if I feel like I haven't really been getting my greens in, I do get that Bloom powder, mix it with water, and I drink away. So this helps your GI tract stay regular all week long. Go for a walk within the first 2 to 3 hours. Did you know to do that? So movement is going to help reduce nausea, gas, constipation, and fatigue. And we know in order for you to get going, take care of your constipation and get things flowing, you're going to have to move, right? I would suggest that you add and talk to your doctor, make sure this is okay for you, but a 10 to 20 minute walk is enough. A 10 to 20 minute walk to kind of calm your side effects after your meal. I always say 10, but if you could get up to 20, go for that. Eat your first meal slowly and with protein. So after your injection, your stomach is moving slower. The next day, you want to start with something gentle on your stomach, something high protein. So let's go with some eggs, Greek yogurt, salmon, cottage cheese. You want protein, but you don't want heaviness. You want something light. Avoid heavy, greasy, or high sugar foods. The GLP-1 makes your stomach sensitive. And don't you feel that way after you take your injection? Maybe you don't, but I have at times. No, not all the time. Greasy or sugary meals the next day, they're going to trigger nausea, diarrhea, bloating, restroom emergencies, where out of nowhere you have to go. So that's why we want to stick with the foods that aren't going to do those things, that aren't going to trigger us in that way. We're going to go with the lean protein, veggies, fruit, and whole grains. I've had experience with this one time, being nauseous and having diarrhea, a combo of the two. That was a lesson learned. It was because I ate some greasy but good Mexican food. I also had a little bit of ice cream. I just have learned not to do that, especially around my injection day. So stick with those lean proteins, veggies, fruits, and whole grains. Prioritize drinking that water. Prioritize hydration. So I know you guys may say, we hear that all the time. I have that down. But I just want to make sure that we know how important it is to drink. So not only before your injection, the day of your injection, but after your injection, you have to keep the water going. The day after your dose, your appetite usually drops. If it's not you, most people say that their appetite drops. So does your natural thirst signal. I want you to aim for 64 to 80 ounces of water and add those electrolytes to it. Electrolytes are going to help you prevent headaches, dizziness, and being nauseous. If you are someone who doesn't want to add electrolytes to your water, that's okay. If you're already on board with electrolytes, keep that going. I'm not going to name electrolytes out there. Try your local grocery store. Everyone is on the GLP-1 bandwagon now, so I'm pretty sure you can find electrolytes anywhere. My electrolyte of choice is Element, the flavor watermelon. That's really the only one I like and the only one I drink. I say drink up. Cheers. Keep your portions small the day after. So your stomach empties slower, because one of the things that GLP-1 does is slows down our digestion. Even normal portions can feel like too much, right? You might not want to eat. So one of the things you could do, here's a tip, use the half plate rule. Eat half and pause for 10 minutes and then give yourself time to kind of catch up, right? And see if you can finish the other half or save it for another time. But I think that's a great tip. I actually use that tip, and it has been successful for me. Plan for 7 to 8 hours of sleep that night. Your body is adjusting to the medication, and the GLP-1 can increase fatigue. I have had this side effect since day one. That fatigue after my shot, the first 24 to 48 hours has always been there. So, and that kind of has taught me that the medication is working, right? If I didn't feel it at this point, I would think something was wrong because it just has been consistent, but it's not something to complain about for me. So, the constipation is the other side effect that's been consistent until I got on 12.5. And now I'm feeling more like I'm, going to the restroom more often and not needing that second day to take something. So, and you just never know. This medication is, again, very individualized, right? It's going to work one way for some people, and it's going to work one way for other people, and it may work a totally different way for you. Good sleep improves your hunger control, your cravings, your metabolism, your mood. Our hormone, that we have a specific stress hormone and we have a hunger hormone, and all those are going to be triggered if we're not getting our sleep. So get that sleep, 7 to 9 hours, with that magic number 8 in the middle is the goal for you to get to. Track your meals that day. So are you tracking? Are you tracking your meals? I was doing research. It says that your appetite can be misleading after your dose, because sometimes you're not hungry, but your body still needs those nutrients. You have to start thinking about food as giving us nutrients. And if we lead with that, I know for me, it's going to help me make better choices, and it's going to help me decide to eat something protein-based instead of skipping meals. And, it's the struggle, especially if, you're not hungry. So that's something that I think that we all can work on. But tracking also helps make sure you're eating enough, right? You don't want to be eating too much, but you definitely don't want to not eat enough. So track your protein goals, track your calories, track your water, track your fiber. Those are the starting 4 that I would track. And I would actually make it a starting 5 and add sleep in there. Track that sleep as well. Prep your easy meals for the next 48 hours. So prep those meals for 2 days. I do a meal prep for 4 days out of the week. From Sunday, I start meal prepping and I make enough to go through Thursday. Sometimes I can stretch it till Friday, but I don't know about food lasting that long. So I do the 4 days for sure. And that'll give me time as the week goes on to add that 5th day, the work week for me, which is a Friday. So prep meals, like this is one of my favorite of all times. High protein chili, salmon and veggies, rotisserie chicken bowls, protein shakes, overnight oats. Emergency meals stop you from skipping food. They really do. Or overeating later. And that is so true. When I think about it, just the other day, I had eaten a little bit later than I normally eat. And then I drank a whole, a whole bottle of water. And then I also I had a little snack, and then I drank a whole protein shake. I just was not hungry when it was dinner time. My stomach, how your stomach can be full of water? My stomach felt full of water. So I had to wait. And that's one of the times where I ate a little bit later because I had to get some protein in. And I want to say I had like a boiled egg and sausage crumbles. So just something quick and light. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I hit those protein goals or got close to it for that day within my range. My range is between 80 and 120. Emergency meals are going to stop you from overeating or skipping meals. And that is so true. Just having that ready to go. Check in with your body, not the scale. I love that. Check in with your body and not the scale. Side effects may make you feel puffy. You've seen, if you watch some of my videos, you've seen that. Tired or dehydrated. The scale is unreliable for 24 to 48 hours post-dose. Instead, check your energy, check your digestion, check your hydration, the water you're drinking, your hunger cues, and your mood. Your real progress shows up days later. So let me repeat that. Your real progress shows up days later. So people always ask me and are intrigued because I take my injection on a Friday, and sometimes I was taking it on a Wednesday. I've changed my days around, but I never weigh in on my injection day before or after. I weigh in on a Sunday, always. And I have always weighed in after my injection day. I don't know why people think that's a little odd, but according to research, that's going to give you your best result. And I'm not weighing in every day either. I weigh in that once a week. Sometimes I've been tempted because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm doing so well. Or if I'm really thrown off, I will get on the scale because it just gives you a reality check. But I can't handle a reality check every day. I can only handle that once a week or every couple days if I'm, really focused in on a weight loss goal or something, I'm trying to achieve for that week. But other than that, once a week is good enough for me. And I'm definitely giving myself some time after my injection to get on that scale. So that's one piece of advice I would take, and it's research supported. Leave a comment and let me know which one of these do you need to work on for this week. So with that said, I want to say thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live or upload a video. Don't forget to like and share the video as well. Now, if you need some extra support, I would love for you to join my Downsizing Diva, GLP-1 and Beyond Inner Circle. It's a private group where we are supporting each other and we are on a health journey. So check the link out in the description. Also, check out my stand store. It has some great guides and tools that help you on your GLP-1 journey. And remember, take great care of yourself. Slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.